What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the new cards released today in the Rising the Ranks promo in College Football 25 Ultimate Team. The stories of the week, basically your team of the week in College Football Ultimate Team. We do have 9 cards to go over and talk about, and as we do dive into that, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Really do appreciate all of the recent support on the channel. Let's start it off with Justice Ellison, power back out of Indiana. And please, again, smash that subscribe button. 87 speed acceleration, 86 truck, great break tackle. But look at this spin and juke move. And so if you are someone who likes to have a power back in your backfield, he is going to be a super cheap option for you. Good speed, good acceleration, good truck, great break tackle. He's actually a really solid back. But if you ever want to spin or juke or get out in the open field and want to make a move, that's where Justice Ellison is going to struggle big time. Solid card, but going to struggle a little bit there. Blake Bosma up next, 6'3" tight end from Western Michigan, 84 speed. Really solid route runner. Decent run blocker as well. Solid tight end if you do like to run the football quite a bit. Because right now, when we talk about tight ends, we don't have a lot of good ones. And we don't have a lot of good ones who like to run block. And so Blake Bosma is going to do that at an extremely high level. And to me, or for me, is definitely a solid enough budget tight end. Now, is he going to be better than a guy like Cooper Flanagan or some of those other guys? Probably not, but he's an okay option. Wade Woodaz up next, 85 speed, 88 acceleration, solid block shed. Not going to get after the quarterback whatsoever, but good change out of direction, solid in zone coverage. If you like to use an outside linebacker to play coverage, Woodaz is fine. Now, in passing situations, if you want to rush your quarterback, that is where he's going to struggle a little bit. But I don't mind this card for 17,000 coins. He's fast. He's going to make tackles. His change of direction isn't horrible. He's a solid enough outside linebacker. Like I said, again, he's not going to get after the quarterback extremely well. So that is something to definitely look at. But again, playing the pass, fine. Playing the run, going to be okay. It's just getting after the quarterback. He's going to struggle. Marquez Sigel up next. 6 feet tall. Free safety from Kansas State, 89 speed, 91 acceleration, really good pursuit, solid in zone coverage. Now, here's who I'm going to compare him to a lot for in this video. Is I'm going to compare him quite a bit to the other best free safety we have in the game right now, who is Ed Reed. Now, in Ed Reed, he's a card that I definitely have used quite a bit. Ed Reed's going to be a little bit faster. Sigel has a little bit better acceleration. Zone coverage wise, again, Ed Reed still is better. Ed Reed is going to be the better free safety, but this card for his price definitely is going to be able to compete. And after Ed Reed at the free safety position, let's talk about it. I mean, you've got some decent guys, like even, Malachi Starks is good, but I think Sigel is just as good, if not better, especially if you do play a lot of zone coverage. You play a lot of man coverage, Malachi Starks might be better, but this card definitely is really solid, especially for his price. Not going to be as good as Ed Reed, but he's close. Next up, we do see Tara Edwards from Illinois. 68 speed, 74 acceleration. Yikes, man. That's absolutely horrible. Look at the tackling. Look at the block shed. He's going to eat on the interior. But I'm telling you right now, he is a run stopper, and that's about it. Do I love him at the defensive tackle position? Honestly, no. He's slow. He's not even going to get after the quarterback. Look, I know his power move is okay, and his block shed is fantastic. But he is not a card I'd recommend picking up. Now, again, if you need a defensive tackle to stop the run, he's probably okay. But he's just, in my opinion, not ideal. Sawyer Robertson up next, 86 speed, 87 throw power, really solid accuracy. One thing about him is his play action stinks, but I don't run a lot of play action anyways. And the carrying at a 77 is a little bit worrisome, but overall, I really like Sawyer Robertson. Now, one thing I am going to look at with this card is, does he throw a tight spiral? I think that matters quite a bit in this game. He does throw a tight spiral. I think this card's fantastic. I really, truly do. I think this card is going to be one of your better quarterbacks in the game. Is he as good as Jameis Winston? Braxton Miller? No. But for his value at that 89 overall, he's absolutely elite. Is he better than 89 Jameis Winston? I think it's close. I still probably would take Jameis, but I do think it is super close and definitely a debate to be had. Then to the 91 overalls, Jermod McCoy. Here's the situation with Jermod McCoy. It's really, really, really simple. Jermod McCoy should bring the price of corners down quite a bit. Now, if you play a lot of man coverage, there's not many better corners in the game. I'll list the corners that are better if you play man coverage than Jermod McCoy. I'll list them. Okay, Charles Woodson doesn't count because he's not in the game yet. In man coverage specifically, I don't even know if Benjamin Morrison's better. I probably would take Benjamin Morrison over this card, but it'd be by a slight edge. Outside of that, in man coverage, Willie the third, close, but I'd still take McCoy. He is probably going to be one of your best man cover corners in the entire game. And like I said, the prices of the rest of the corners should go down slowly because of the addition to Jermod McCoy. Now, since I play a lot of zone coverage, I don't know if he's going to fit my scheme. But again, if you do play a lot of man coverage, he is going to be an absolute beast on the field for you. 6 feet tall, man cover corner, absolutely incredible. Francis Mauigoa up next, 94 strength, really solid pass blocking, decent enough run blocker as well. In my opinion, when looking at this card, he's a solid right tackle. Now, he's better run blocker than he is a pass blocker, which is fine, but just kind of note and realize that for the card. His pass blocking is still pretty solid. Run blocking is going to be the best thing. To me, though, when I see the price at 200,000 coins, I really don't think that's that bad for the card. And at the right tackle position, the other right tackles that are really good right now in the game, Tiger Shanks is pretty good, but I mean, as far as an overall player, Mauigoa is going to be way better. Now, I will say Shanks maybe as a pass protector has this slight edge, but for 200,000 coins, he is not the worst card to think about picking up. Then we see the right outside linebacker from Georgia, Jalon Walker, 90 speed, 93 acceleration, really good power move. There is not going to be an outside linebacker that's going to get after the quarterback better than Jalon Walker in the game. There's just not. Simply put, this card is 6'2", 245 pounds, overall unstoppable on the game. I mean, genuinely, his change of direction is good. Can even play a little zone coverage if you want to. Jalon Walker is the man with the plan in college football ultimate team. Now, is he worth 600,000 coins? I'm going to say no. I don't think there's many players that are worth 600,000 coins, although I really do like Jalon Walker. So that's kind of what to know about the new, basically, Team of the Week, Stories of the Week players added to the game today. Am I really impressed by any of them? Honestly, my favorite player, not necessarily for me, but for you guys, is the corner, is the 90 overall or 91 overall cornerback, McCoy. I think he's a beast. But even this Sigel card, guys, I didn't even think, or I think that's how you pronounce it, Sago, I'm not sure. But this card for 69,000 coins is an absolute steal, especially if you do play a lot of that zone coverage. So just something to kind of keep in the back of your minds. Yes, again, McCoy is an absolute beast, but the one thing that I'm worried about with McCoy is just interesting how his zone coverage is not super high. And that's something that definitely matters, because either you play a lot more zone, a lot more man. And McCoy's not horrible in zone. He still has an 86 zone coverage, so he's still going to be better in zone than a guy like Willie III, than Travis Hunter. But that is definitely something, especially even comparing him to Muhammad, that you need to at least think about for your specific squad. So for me, I would, maybe recommend picking up McCoy. I do think he's better than Hunter. I do think he's better than Willie III, but just keep an eye on their prices throughout today. As far as the overall market, we'll upload a market video later today for you guys to hopefully help you out, but I don't think the market is going to drop a whole ton. Now, one thing I do want to talk about are the Field Phenom cards. Did these cards go up? Did these cards go down in prices? Because it does matter, right? These are cards that I told you guys I would probably sell before they drop today. And right now, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of these being pulled. Like, it doesn't look like these cards are, out, with just a ton of them being, pulled or released. But some of these cards may have went down slightly in price. But I don't think it's anything crazy. Like, even Sean Dolak, I told you guys, might fall possibly to like 90,000 coins come today. And when I'm looking at Sean Dolak's price, like, he's still over 100,000 coins. So I don't think there's going to be a huge market crash with the old Stories of the Week players, which is worth mentioning. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.